today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Denver Broncos.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Denver Broncos. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped.
All right, guys, here we go. Week 9 is going to be underway against the Denver Broncos.
First 2 months of the regular season down.
And here we go. That ball will go out of the end zone, touchback.
Not get a chance to return this one.
And here we go.
End zone for a touchback. The Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball.
All right, so here we go.
One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
Bridgewater's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller...
No, I thought that was going to get picked.
Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? Right here, and the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, what a hit. Micah Parsons.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. And that's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-T.
Oh, my goodness. I can't get the hit stick good.
At the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2nd and 2. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
1st and
2nd and 2
10.
is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Touchdown, Broncos.
The Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
That was just a good pass. They kept on running it. And running it, running it, running it. That's just a good drive. Good opening drive by the Broncos.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now Pollard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up.
All right, here we go.
Here comes this Dallas offense led by Dak Prescott in his 6th season now as the Cowboy quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 13 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
On second down, Elliott.
I ran into my...
Much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. This defense for the Broncos, they were...
Third down and 5 here.
...to go in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense?
Oh, that's going to be 4th down.
Everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too.
Got the first down?
Got him down. That'll bring
wow.
him down.
At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
Wow, I'm surprised I got that.
Side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Oh, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz.
Big first down.
Taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Big game by Ezekiel there.
Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
CD Lamb, first down. First quarter over.
They'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21.
7-0 your score.
On EA Sports. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Give to Elliott. Muscles him off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Still
3rd down and 3.
Shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on.
Oh, CD Lamb with another great grab.
Showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
First
wow.
And a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold.
Wow, great defense there.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So
4th down and goal.
Back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
We'll just take the points.
Dak Prescott off. Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Zuerlein's kick is good.
We'll take the points.
They are on the board.
Not what I wanted, but
7-3.
I rather take the points.
Decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit
Good
tough.
7-yard gain there.
Look at their schedule. I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult, but this is a good team. So I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too. Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Tackle, man.
Down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He completes this to Sutton. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's caught over the...
Oh, a hard hit there.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll get this one to Patrick. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete to Judy.
Let their time run out.
2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now Bridgewater.
Oh,
and the Broncos
nearly picked it.
With a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Bridgewater again.
Knocked it down.
It's incomplete.
Great defense call right there.
Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater.
A bad throw.
It's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running play.
They're going to take the points.
Another one into the end zone.
They're going to play it safe.
So 3 points on the board is easy to field.
I mean, I don't think we could run it back.
I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in,
It's all right.
you're still setting them up.
We're going to get the ball at half.
98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead in the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the 2nd half of the season. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And those two are tied up as they play the 2nd quarter. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. The Bills seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they trail the visiting Falcons in that one at halftime. Calvin Ridley, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the 2nd half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well.
All right, here we go.
Action in the third quarter.
Start the third quarter.
Tony Pollard from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them?
Big game by Ezekiel to start the second half.
Some drives together. Give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Eluding the pressure right.
No!
Defenders have intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take it across midfield.
Come on, man.
48-yard.
I got hit right when I threw it.
Did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Wow.
Alan Smith, the NFC's leading tackler in 2020. They're on the stop defensively. On second down, Gordon once more. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Third down and 4.
Selfish players on any football team.
Crucial point for the Cowboys here.
Ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Come on, to hit him.
15-yard line.
Oh my goodness, man.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And
big hit there.
Yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Here's Bridgewater. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end.
Give up the 2 points. That's a field goal here.
Get just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. The kick by McManus is good.
Okay, we still got good opportunity.
Now at 13-3. So
do the interception.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll wind up.
You need to turn over on our own to get back into this game.
Out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing.
Come on, man.
By the Broncos,
Oh my gosh, dude.
they'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Wow.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
They're in crowded block here.
Running with Elliott.
Oh, great stop.
Did they stop him? They did.
Wow.
Curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. First down, Bridgewater. Open man, he completes it to Jude.
Can't get a fumble. Can't get a turnover.
Brought down.
We did when we were on that 4-game winning streak, man.
The whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with the
Fourth quarter coming up.
to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot
Wow.
to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Bridgewater on first down. And
Almost intercepted it.
no, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw is Bridgewater. And that is
Good, but stop.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And McManus able to put it through, and the lead stretches 16-3 now. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in there.
4:25 to play.
This drive,
This is a huge drive here.
pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says,
No.
aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Throwing again, Prescott on second.
Ah, do it right to him.
Coverage, and it's intercepted.
Gosh, man.
Johnson, and he will return this one.
Oh my gosh.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case.
Wow.
He understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
On second down, Gordon once more. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Wow.
Tim Patrick, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Bridgewater will try and throw. And he will get to extend the lead for 2 more.
Can't even grab him. He was in the middle of the crowd.
Conversion.
And look, let's face it, even
Oh my goodness, man.
in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants?
you were going.
Wow.
Right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Wow.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott off play action.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. But
come on, man.
3rd interception. Picked off by Ronald.
All right, yeah, we lost this game.
Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. This has been the storyline, Charles. This defense seemed to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in.
Wow.
It's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident.
Terrible performance, man.
See in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So it's Broncos
just throwing balls and turnovers. I mean, we're down by 3 scores, so we have no choice.
Get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, Gordon once more. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
I'm not worried about no timeouts. Timeouts are not going to mean nothing now. Delay of game.
And that'll set them back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be taken down well before the first.
Another tough loss.
6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them.
I'm not worried about no.
Now, the Broncos.
I mean, it's pretty much going to be hard to come back anyways.
When your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It's taken to the 26. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys.
It's a bad game.
Come up first.
Back-to-back bad games.
39-yard line. Take off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Bad games.
The incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off.
My team cannot get open at all. In that game, you guys, the Denver Broncos are going to win. We're going to go down, what, 4-4 on the year?
And he'll work this forward for about
4-4 on the year. Tough game.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Broncos,
that game.
The win will move them to 7-2 now on the year.
Wow.
They'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they drop back to 500 now at 4-4.